Kai village in Chirinyabigo, Kawanda in Wachiso district is still in shock following the gruesome murder of Arua Municipality MP Ibrahim Abiriga on Friday. At the time of our arrival to revisit the murder scene, we found most of the houses and shops closed as residents rushed for a village meeting which had been convened by the police. One of the purposes was to give residents confidence and another to show the importance of protecting a crime scene.
So, wabere mbera yonna wabere nsasage wabere ensonga yonna ntutegedewo bamu kidnappings tutandikira amakubo gawerako amakubo anga tunoonye ensonga eyo jiggusa obulungi.
In this case, it's clear that the officers were expressing their disappointment that the locals tampered with the crime scene which had vital evidence. I spoke to one of the residents whose identity we shall conceal for security reasons, who claims to have been one of the first respondents.
Twatuka police tenaba kujira kutuukawo bayatwala akaseera kanene nga tennaja. So twakuba ebifaananyi ne bitandika okujira nga tubitambuza nga police tenakola ki nga tennatuuka.
She claims that they took over an hour taking pictures at the crime scene before the first police officer showed up. We learned that the closest police station to the scene is in Kawanda Trading Center. We drove to the station and discovered that it would have taken police just 5 minutes to be at the scene, which wasn't the case on Friday.
Wotunuira ekintu kino nti bakuba omuntu amasasi ne basooka ne baweta eri ne babula ne badda okiraba nga buli bagenda bakugabo benyini obwangu bwe bakozesa amakubo ge bawetamu ki babula ne badda kati mukavuvuŋŋana ako nga n'abavuga benyini abamaze okukuba babula badda at least singa polisi zaali zitegezeddwa banga DPS akutte essimu baali badde baziba ku makubo nti okuba bweriti boda muzisibo okiraba.
It's clear that by the time police arrived, key evidence could have been carted away by the locals. Freddie Egesa, a security expert, says that a scene of crime is police property until released back to the owners.
As soon as a scene is seen to be a crime scene, it becomes the property of the Uganda police. Now, once it's the property of the Uganda police, the police has the duty to protect its own for purposes of performance.
He says that people should always keep a distance of not less than 50 meters from such a scene.
When you take a clear look at the point where Honorable Ibrahim Abiriga was murdered, it is surrounded by very many houses, even the distance away, because this is like a small trading center. Now, definitely after these bullets were had, people had to come out and see what was taking place. And this leaves a question whether the 50 meters that the security experts are talking about would have been preserved for the police to conduct a thorough investigation.
If you can be attached to the scene through any other scientific means, possibly because of being overactive, maybe you're just ambitious, you should be put on a holding charge of an offense committed. Say like in the case of Abiriga. If you're found to have moved and your fingers are on the vehicle, they should put you on a holding charge of murder.
Egesa explains that the officers could have wasted time cordoning off the area after it had been interfered with.
Policemen also come, those who are supposed to seal off the crime scene tend also to adulterate it because they are not police scientists.
In forensic science, such a scene of crime could have been undressed of evidence such as footmarks, tire marks, DNA, fingerprints and measurements. The dressing of the officers on the scene is also said to have been unprofessional and a hindrance to thorough evidence gathering. Police concur with the fact that the scene of crime was tampered with.
It's very hard to even identify this person, and that gives leeway to the criminals to go off the hook, yet they committed the crime.
So the government has not bothered to put up regulations, to put up restrictions, to design, to kind of create a mindset in people that a crime scene should be preserved. Now, in advanced countries, in countries that are more civilized than Uganda, the laws are there, the regulations are there, even through you can be punished.
Cases where locals tamper with scenes of crime have increased, but this is mostly attributed to ignorance of the public. Critics argue that the public needs to be sensitized on the dangers of interfering with a crime scene, lest police and security agencies will continue to lose vital clues to help with investigations. Solomon Kawesa, NTV.